Hello everyone! If you enjoy this video, please leave a like and comment what type of content you would like to see next time. Also, only a small percentage of people that watch my videos are actually subscribed, so if you end up liking the video, consider subscribing. Check out the Patreon in the video description for some extra steamy content. Enjoy the video!
Look, this will make you really happy. This is bridemaid's dress you will wear for tomorrow. What do you think? She added as she showed me this beautiful light yellow dress in her hands. Oh my dear, it's so beautiful. I can't believe I am going to be a bridesmaid tomorrow. I screamed with joy. You are not only going to be a bridesmaid tomorrow, you are going to be the most beautiful bridesmaid ever. Also, I am so happy that we are going to be wearing the same dress tomorrow. Amy said with a smile. I blushed again. I was having the time of my life. She handed me the dress and I couldn't wait to try it on. I took off my dress and put on the dress. The fabric felt amazing and the dress was a perfect fit. I felt so beautiful looking at the mirror. Amy also complimented me about how great I looked in the dress. She also wore her dress and we posed in front of the mirror fooling around and having a lot of fun. That night, Amy introduced me to her other friends she knew and everybody was so nice to me. I didn't spoke much and tried to stay as elegant as I could. No one suspected me to be a boy and it felt like even if they knew, they won't really care much. They were very friendly and accepting people. I felt really grateful to experience these beautiful moments and I kept thanking God silently the whole night. Amy and I had a great time that night and we made a lot of other new friends. We partied till late night and I tried my best to not get drunk. Amy was getting wasted and I was trying to take care of her the whole night. But it was a great party with friends that night. We finally went to bed around 2 a.m. and when we woke up it was late morning. I woke up first and then woke up Amy. We freshened up for the long day ahead and went to get breakfast. Most of the friends were already there and they greeted us with a smile. We then had good breakfast and went back to get ready for the ceremony. I got a shower first, shaved any body and facial hair I had left and then moisturized my whole body. Then blow-dried my hair. Then, I put on a fresh pair of white bra and knicker that I had brought online. Then, I put on a bathrobe and get my makeup and hair ready first before putting on the dress. Amy helped me with curling my hair and setting them up properly. I could do the makeup myself so I dolled myself up trying my best not to overdo my makeup. After I was finished, I felt beautiful looking in the mirror. And with the wavy curled hair, I looked so feminine and gorgeous. Then, I put on a naked sheer pantyhose and then my beautiful bridesmaid dress. I felt great and full of emotion. Lastly, I slipped on a pair of white 2.5-inch pumps. It was going to be a long day so I had to go easy on the heel size. I stood in front of the mirror and twirled and danced around. Amy was laughing the whole time. Amy got ready too and she looked great. She didn't like to wear makeup that much and didn't have much interest on dressing up. But for this wedding, she for a bit more dolled up than usually. Maybe it was my influence on her, I kept thinking. We took tons of photos and videos and then stepped outside. People had started to arriving and there were a lot of new faces. Since dressing up in public, I had realized that people would stare or look at girls much more than boys. It is just how things work. So, I was somewhat used to see people checking me out. In fact, I enjoyed it. I loved how people would react to me as a girl. But this wedding was turning out be a little tricky. I had never got so much stare and people checking me out. I was feeling a strong presence of attention from other people and it made me nervous. But I tried to keep my cool and Amy was also there to support me. I slowly got the hang of it and Amy also admitted that I was getting a lot of stares because I looked really beautiful. I think you will be making a lot of fans tonight, Julie. I can already notice that the groom's friends are checking you out like vulture, Amy said with a wink. I am getting a little nervous with all the staring, Amy. Please don't leave my side. I said looking around. Don't worry, dear. You will be fine. Just look at you. You look so cute in that dress and you are definitely the prettiest girl here in the wedding. Just be yourself, all right? Amy said, looking at me. I nodded. The wedding ceremony started and I tried to do what Amy had said. I started to feel a lot better as the wedding carried out. I felt like a beautiful girl spreading her wings of freedom. The ceremony was finished after the next 3 hours and it was time for the celebration party. I meet more new people and most of them complimented me on how lovely I looked. I felt really great with those compliments, especially when guys complimented me. The party and ceremony was taking place in the front of the house. As the party went on, Amy left me to talk with some of her friends. I felt I needed to pee, so I decided to go inside the house from the back. There was a garden and there were less people there. So, I went inside, peed and came out of the house. As I was walking in the garden back to the party, a good-looking guy approached me suddenly. He appeared to be one of the groom's friend. He talked about the party and few things about his friend who got married. I could see he was trying to impress me with jokes and hitting on me. It did feel nice to get hit on. I blushed. He kept talking and he was very smooth. I started talking back a little and he was quite patient to let me talk. I felt comfortable talking with him and we started talking about more personal things. He came a little closer and I could feel my whole body tingling. I wasn't attracted to guys at all, but this time, I could see myself getting pulled by his charm. I felt aroused and I could sense he was too. I had no intention of sharing to him that I was actually a guy and wanted to see where the moment would take us both. I was loving getting swayed in romance with him. He then finally grabbed my hand and we stood there holding hands for some time. My whole body was tingling and my heart was starting to beat a bit faster. He came even more close and suddenly, he grabbed me from behind and hugged me tightly. I was completely under his spell. I tried to make him let go of me, but he was holding me firmly and I didn't resist enough because somehow I wanted it too. I wanted to know how it felt and everything. He then kissed on my cheeks and on my neck. I was just standing there giving him all the control. Then he turned me around and looked me in my eyes and told me I looked so beautiful. I blushed and kept looking down. Then slowly his face came closer to my face and he started to kiss me on my lips. His hands were touching my hips and I couldn't hold back, so I started hugging him back. Suddenly someone screamed my name and I finally got a better hold of myself and the situation. It was Amy calling from the front. She had seen me with the guys kissing. I felt embarrassed. Amy came up to us and looked me in the eyes with anger. "What are you doing?" Amy spoke. "I have been looking all over for you." I didn't know what to say. Then Amy took my hand and asked the guy to excuse us. We then walked up to the front where the party was going. Amy scolded me for behaving so cheaply and told me the guy could have taken advantage of me easily. I was embarrassed with my behavior and I apologized to Amy. She was angry for some time, but she cooled off and I took a lot of caution to stay away from guys that night. But in the back of my mind, I couldn't stop thinking about how I made out with a guy. This has been an amazing roller coaster ride that I will never forget in my life. The party was great. We had lots of fun and made so many new friends. We slept there that night and left the next afternoon. It was an adventure of lifetime and there were many more adventures to come in my life. I was sure of it. Hey, guys. I hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. See you next time.